Hi there, I'm Tom and welcome to a Newb Improves, quite possibly the most optimistically named series on YouTube. Today we are back playing some more Dota 2 and we're continuing our A to Z challenge with the Lone Druid. So, Lone Druid is one which I'm both unlucky and lucky in this case. Unlucky because he is a hero which has required perhaps the most micromanagement of any that I've ever played so far, in that he has a dedicated unit who is essentially powerful enough to be a sixth hero on the team. The bear, as you can see here, the spirit bear, is just amazingly powerful, and he has a huge amount of health when it comes to the later stages of the game. And he also has 6 item slots and a decent mana pool. So, yeah, I'll talk about the bear's abilities and everything soon. I am right now going to try and get the rune. I found that it was uncontested, so I just nabbed that. And Anti-Mage on their team, it looks like, grabbed the other rune. So I am coming up here to block. I don't need to because it looks like our randomer here has got it all sorted, but I thought I'd just try and give it a hand anyway. And then I will go and retreat into the jungle and let the Bristleback have the lane to himself. I'm going to be very slow on my farm now. I didn't want to grab the camp I just walked past because that can be used to pull the lane, and so I come all the way over here to this camp and I'll just start basically just start micromanaging. Unfortunately it doesn't show when I choose the bear, and in this mode, like in player perspective, I can't select the bear, so I will have to go into free camera for a little while. But yeah, I will say that there's an awful lot of farming in this map, and in this hero, sorry, in this match, and I don't do it particularly well. I've got a quelling blade on the bear, but I don't ever cut down the trees, which I should cut down to make it more efficient, and I am just really bad at stacking camps this match. So while we're farming at the moment, let's just do a quick rundown of the skills. We have Summon Spirit Bear, and basically he has, at the moment it's level 2, so he has 1800 HP, which already is a huge amount, as you can see, and he regens 3 HP a second, and I'm going to run away. I don't know if he knew I was there or if he was just coming to farm our jungle, but I'm just going to come here and farm this camp and hope that he doesn't come up and try and kill me. He probably will. No, it looks like he's going off down to top lane. Well, up to top lane, I should say. So, yeah, Bear has 4 armor, and he apparently does pure damage in one of his abilities. In fact, let's just go into free camera and look at the bear quickly. At the moment he has the return ability, which basically summons him back to Lone Druid. Anywhere on the map he will just return to Lone Druid, and as I level up the bear I will show you his other attributes, which don't appear to be showing right now. So let's just go back to Lone Druid himself. Well, that didn't work. No, come on. back to... This is not working out. Free camera. Free camera. There we go. Here. Learn Druid. And then back to player perspective. There we go. Yeah. If the bear gets to low HP, I can re-summon it with this ability. Old bear dies, new bear comes along, and he has full HP, and that's about it. Next skill, I will be leveling this really late, but I should probably get a value point on it a lot earlier, but I don't do that. It's Rabid, basically makes mine and my bear's attack speed and movement speed increased for 10 seconds with a 30-second cooldown, so you can essentially spam this. It's only 50 mana. Synergy basically gives bear bonus damage and speed, and it looks like it gives an extra duration for Rabid and gives me extra health in true form. So really important to upgrade this early on. What I'm going to do now is I've got bear back in to the fountain to heal. I went back to collect my tranquil boots, and I'm basically just going to get into position, and then I can summon the spirit bear when he's got some more HP. So yeah, that's synergy, and we have true form, which I turn into a bear. I turn into a melee hero instead of a ranged hero, and also I get the battle cry ability. It does take some time to transform between true form and normal form. This is essentially a toggleable thing, and it's got a buff recently in the recent patch where it doesn't get reset on death. So I'm essentially, once I hit 6, in fact I think this game I'm going to hit 6 and then mislevel my ability and get another one in bear instead of in true form, but when I hit 7 I will upgrade this properly, and then I will essentially spend all of my time in true form. Something to note about true form is that it doesn't, if you are in true form when you put another skill point in, you're going to have to swap back to normal form and then into true form again to gain the upgraded true form. So yeah, basically you get base attack time. I actually have no idea what that is, but I also get bonus armor, up to 8 bonus armor, up to 600 bonus HP. I lose base speed. I'm kind of really slow in this form. I lose 45 of my speed, and it takes almost 2 seconds to transform, as you can see, and only 25 mana. So if you did have time and you did want to get across the map quickly, you could transform regularly, but I decided not to do that. Now, as you may notice, I've got 600 HP and bear right now is level 3, so let's go into free camera and have a look at the bear. We have Entangling Claws, which it's basically a root. I don't think it yeah, it immobilizes them and deals damage per second, but it does not it doesn't prevent them from attacking or casting spells. It does, however, I believe, cancel teleport scrolls. And yeah, bear has 2300 HP at the moment and a decent HP regen. I did have some tangos on the bear at the beginning of the game, and I've essentially used those all up. I now have an orb of venom to slow people down as I'm attacking them, and I have Quelling Blade to give me a bit of extra attack, and Stout Shield to kind of protect me a bit. And we are going on the Slark. It looks like he's probably going to get away. Yeah, because of my true form speed loss, the bear will be faster than me for a great deal of this match, and I'm going to be building Blades of Attack on him as well, so that will not Blades of Attack, sorry, Phase Boots. I will be getting Phase Boots, so it's always good to have bear in front of Lone Druid. Although if the bear gets ahead of Lone Druid too far, if he gets out of range, then he can't attack unless you get an Aghanim Scepter, which removes that limitation. So yeah, until you get an Aghanim Scepter, you do have to keep bear quite close to you, and because he's got so much health, it's going to be good to send him into fights fast. If Lone Druid dies, then the bear dies, but if the bear dies, Lone Druid doesn't die. So you really want him to be ahead whenever you're doing anything. And I've just put the boots and one set of Blades of Attack on the bear. I will soon have my phase boots here, and I'm just going to back off from the tower a bit. Yeah, I'm not doing this too well. Bear's getting hit too many times. But let's just go back to Lone Druid and back to player perspective. So, yeah, bear is very tanky. You can tank towers for a little while, but it's always best not to do that if you can avoid it. And I just hit level 7, so I finally leveled up my ult there. And now I'm just going to stay in true form for a while. I have 340 speed, and in fact let's just go back to the bear quickly, and the bear has 410 movement speed. So as you can see, bear will always be slightly ahead of me. And back to Mr. Druid Man. I spend a lot of this match not farming efficiently. I'm always trying to look out for team fights which I could be a part of, but it kind of ends up in me spending a lot of time moving around and not getting kills, and not farming. So that kind of hampered my item progression, and it's going to mean that I spend more time in the jungle late game when I should have lots and lots of items already. But as you can see there, Talrin, our Chaos Knight, has just taken care of Necrophos and Slark, and now Bounty has decided that, not Bounty, Bloodseeker has decided that he wants to join into the fight. Didn't do too much damage to us, but did silence us for a little while and push us back. But that's fine. My next item, I have now got phase boots on the bear, and I've got tranquil boots on me. So my next item will be a Vlad's, and I'm kind of blocking my bear there, so he took damage that they didn't necessarily need to. Yeah, you're not seeing me micromanage, so you won't see how well or badly I do, but I am trying to, anytime I'm blocking the bear, I try to switch back to the bear and tell him to go in front, just like that. And the way I have my key binding set up at the moment is that my F1 key will select the hero, which is Lone Druid. The F2 key will select any units under my control but not select me. And the F3 key will select me and all units under my control. So if I want to select me, I use F1, if I want to select the bear, I use F2, and if I want to select both of us, I press F3, which seems to work out fairly well for us. or for me at least. I do have to get muscle memory. Like, there is a lot of intricacy with Lone Druid, and Slark just jumped me. What I should be doing here is sending Lone Druid back to base and getting the bear to block Slark, but I didn't do it effectively. What I really need to learn to do is just really rapidly switch between the two and give movement commands to both of them, just like several times a second or something like that. But I can't do that, so what I was trying to do there was select Lone Druid, send him back to Fountain, then select the bear and try and block with him. Didn't manage to do that. I was just really inefficient about that, especially because if I want to send someone back to the Fountain, I've got to move my mouse all the way over to the mini-map. And that's just a long way for my mouse to travel, and I'm really slow at doing that at the moment. I do not know what's going on there. It seems to be glitched out a bit. So, bear goes in front, and I follow along behind. So, yeah, I've got most of my Vlads. About 800 gold more for finishing off my Vlads. I've got a TP scroll now, so I should be a bit more mobile. And don't forget, you get the summon bear attribute on the bear, so you can very easily just teleport somewhere and pull your bear along afterwards. And bear is level 4 now, so let's just go back into free camera and look at this. We have Demolish. It gives me 33% spell resistance, and it gives me 40% building damage. Oops, camera is in the wrong place, I do apologise, which is excellent. So yeah, I forgot to talk about the stats behind the entangle. You've got a 1 in 5 chance of entangling, and it will entangle a hero for 3 seconds and do 60 damage. So, quite good. If you're chasing someone down, especially if you have the phase boots working properly on the bear, then entangle is just fantastic. I mean, it's only a 1 in 5 chance, but at the same time, it's a 1 in 5 chance. And once you start getting things like Molnir and Bashir on the bear as well, it's going to be a huge amount of time that you can mini stun or entangle them. And I made a mistake here. I started walking away and then Bloodseeker came in, which means that in this fight I'm useless, and I'm blocking my bear, which means the main part of my duo is not getting anywhere really that fast. So I'm just going to do something semi-useful and go push out this Nova bit. And we have Bristleback in actually managing to kill Slark there. Slark I don't think is very good against tanky heroes. Okay, I've just completed my Vlads and I'll be sending the courier to get it momentarily. The other thing that I do really poorly in this match, apart from the micromanagement and the farming, is I just never have any idea where I should be at any one time. I'm kind of really scared of most of their heroes, and I probably shouldn't be. But yeah, it is just, I act really scared, and like I don't want to go in on the Bloodseeker here in case he has other heroes ready to back him up. So I'm just kind of wandering around, not doing anything useful. And like this time, I should be farming, no doubt about it. I should be in the jungle and clearing camps. I could have cleared 3 camps, let it respawn, and cleared another 3 in the time I've just spent waiting for the wave to get pushed out again. So yeah, this is just tremendous inefficiencies, and I still haven't cooled the courier down. I think the biggest problem I have, apart from all of the other three things which I talked about, the biggest problem I have is that I just need muscle memory. I'm looking to kind of go in on this fight, but yeah, there's no way I can do anything there, so I just try and get out of the way, and I decide to stop and farm instead of carrying on. Here is another chance where I should be using the bear to block, but I'm just no good at it. And we both die again. At least I can collect my lads now. Top tower is pushed out really far, but so is their middle tower, so it's kind of about even. As soon as I respawn, I can just nip down or nip up to top tower. What is that graphical effect there? I have really no idea. It may be something glitched out from the compendium. Looks like another thing is glitched out. I'm pretty sure I was checking everyone's items while I was dead there. But I don't think it actually showed up on the replay. Yeah, I just teleported down to lane and recalled my spirit bear to me. The best way, when you spawn, you should always summon your bear in the fountain. So just like you should always teleport in the fountain so that you're not wasting mana, because of course you get the regen. So with the Lone Druid, just respawn, summon bear, teleport down somewhere, and have bear teleport to you, and that way you should be full mana on Lone Druid when you get down to wherever you need to go. Yeah, that fight was over before I got to it. I am currently on 2 deaths and 1 assist. I am not doing really all that much in this fight, or in this match, sorry. We do, however, seem to have a reasonably competent randomer. Well, maybe. Everyone's died a fair bit, but we've got more kills. It's only the anti-mage on their team who is really... I say that and he just died again. And he doesn't have any kills yet, because he's obviously more of a late game hero than anything else. But yeah, they're not really doing all that well. We have the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the other team. Raphael, Donatello, Michelangelo, no Splinter, and no Leonardo. Very odd. Yeah, this is farming. Let's speed this up again until something actually interesting happens. Lots of people talking in chat, not really saying much. Yeah, lots of farming. And I'm sure my team are doing plenty. Yeah, they're really pushing hard. And we are now back into lane. Yeah, they're really pushing bottom lane hard. They've got 1 tower already, and they've got a ton of kills, while I just sat in the jungle farming. My next item will be a maelstrom for the bear, and then I will try and build bashes for both of us. And again, I'm blocking the bear. Oh yeah, I just realised that I had upgraded my level 11 skill and I hadn't switched forms, so I did that, so I got the bonuses. Yeah, everyone's collapsing in on an anti-mage. Unfortunately, I sent Lone Druid in fast, and then Bear got trapped behind he got trapped behind, what did he The creeps. Yeah, sorry, I'm trying to focus on this fight. And then I sent Bear away, but I got stunned, so Lone Druid did not walk away and he died. So I'm just going to spend the rest of this fight pretty much useless. One of the really bad things about the replay not showing when I'm switching to the Bear is I have actually no idea how efficient I'm being when it comes to switching to the Bear and using the phase boots and anything like that. Luckily, most of the Bear's abilities and items are passive. And there we go. Talvin, he's going to be dead for a rather long time. And yeah, the magical power of techies. Just the fact that there's a techie sitting on top of the high ground made the anti-mage think twice about going up there and chasing the kill, because he has no idea what techies has been doing on that high ground. For all he knows, and in all likelihood there is mines on the high ground there, but in this case there wasn't, but there could have been, there very easily could have been, and with that, I mean, anti-mage would have gotten stunned, Darkseer could have easily turned around, and I could have teleported in, brought my Bear in, and started tangling. I did this really bad. I wasn't going to catch up to him because he's faster than me anyway, but if my Bear had been in a better position, I could have chased him quicker and then possibly gotten a tangle off in tangle. Yeah, Weaver just died to mines, of course. Yeah, I don't know what Anti-Mage was doing there. I mean, he was at half health, and between me and the Bear, we're plenty tanky enough. Since we're farming right now, and it doesn't look like there's anyone else, let's just go into free camera. Actually, you can stay in player perspective. Necrophos is building a mechanism and has a gem to try and demine us. Slark has... looks like he is building a basher. He has a Midas and, for some reason, a Mask of Madness, which is just going to make him squishy. Bloodseeker has a Sanj and a Vlad's, and... oh no, he's got a Yasha, he's going to be building a Sanj. I knew I recognised the item combination. And let's go back because it looks like a fight will be happening fairly soon. I want to check the anti-mage anyway, and he probably has his camera elsewhere while he's dead. Yeah, put the Bear a bit too far forward. We get the tower. And now we can just go kill people. There is... no, I thought the Slark died there, but he didn't. And I'm kind of running around struggling to micromanage the Bear. There we go, Bear is in the right place, and I now have my Maelstrom for the Bear. And what we're going to do is switch between harassing them and... yeah, I need to back right off. And let my Tranquil Boots heal up a bit. That's not actually going to happen because... well, for a start I'm now dead. Because I got too close to Necrophos, but also because... Tranquil Boots are shared between me and the Bear. If I attack, then they break. If the Bear attacks, then they break. I'm not sure if the healing goes between me and the Bear. I would assume not, because that would make them a bit too powerful. And... what else? Okay. Now that we're dead again. Yeah, it is not, for some reason, showing me when I'm checking everyone's items, but let's just check. Anti-Mage again, he's dead, so his camera's elsewhere. And we have a Ring of Protection and an Aquila, Ring of Aquila, and the Weaver. Okay, Anti-Mage is back, so he has Battle Fury, the Agility item, and Boots of Power Treads, not Boots of. Let's switch back to me. Yeah, they got the Darkseer. By the looks of that cooldown, he may have been gotten by the Necrophos ultimate. No, it was Bloodseeker. Okay, I am back. That fight is over, but I'm just going to walk towards the tier 2 in the hopes that by the time I get there, some other of my teammates will have TP'd over and are able to help me. We have techies coming up. Not quite sure how much good techies will do against the anti-mage. Oh, and techies has found a Slark. Oh dear. I try and go and chase the Slark, but he's well gone by now, so I run towards the anti-mage just to chase him off. He gets what he wants anyway. I shouldn't have gone after the Slark. I should have just gone straight at the anti-mage and chased him off. I don't know why I went back in there. There was no need for me to do that, especially since my bear was there. I should have just sent me back to my fountain and kept the bear fighting. And there we go, everything cleaned up anyway. My kills are terrible, I've got no kills, but I do have 6 assists to my 5 deaths, so at least I'm not having an overly detrimental effect on the game. And I am building the Skull Basher next for my bear to just give him a bit of extra stopping power, basically. Oh look, it actually did show my camera changing when I checked items. And I'm back. I don't think... No, I didn't summon the bear. That's fine, I didn't lose too much mana over it. Let's have a look at this one again. Oh no, it was... Free-form bonus. I'm sure there was one... Yeah, Slark attacked me here. I decided just to tank him. And I've got my bear in the wrong place again. But basically I'm just going to try and chase as many people as possible and hit as many people as possible. Okay, let's look at this. Attack speed, movement speed, duration, synergy, bear bonus damage, bear bonus speed, rabbit duration bonus, freeform bonus HP, and this gives bonus armor, bonus damage. No, I'm sure there was one that said it did. One that said it did pure damage, 10% pure damage. Yeah, backlash pure damage. Let's have a look at this one. It's actually on the summon spirit bear. Oh right, okay. So the backlash damage is if bear dies, I get 10% of my max HP gone. It takes away 10% of my max HP. as a kind of punishment for letting my companion die. And that is dealt in pure damage, and it doesn't change by the looks of it. So that's what was confusing me earlier. I thought that was maybe a skill, like it did pure damage when it attacked or something, but nope. And yeah, we're just basically going and fighting. I do have 1 kill now, and I've got 10 assists, so I was doing a lot better until I got the Necrophos out. I do, however, have one of my bashers. I'm going to build a second one for me. That fast one is going straight on the bear. And looks like they successfully fended us off. Well, I say successfully. Yeah, they don't have all that many items, and they've lost 2 sets of racks. Looks like Bristleback is just going to try and kill Slark there. Ah, there he is. I lost track of Darkseer there. Yeah. Looks like Bristleback's doing fairly well. Unfortunately, Bristleback gave up the fight there just as Darkseer came in, but they got the kill anyway. And I will be respawning fairly shortly. They should be able to get the tower out for this. Looks like there's a Weaver. Yes, there is. I think Darkseer is literally just going to try and get the last hit on the tower. But who had the Shivas? I will check that as I walk down to the fight. Was it us or them who had the Shivas? There's Lincoln's on the Weaver. It was our Darkseer who had the Shivas, and he's got the Guardian Greaves, which is sort of like a combination between Arcane Boots and a mech. In fact, it's literally a combination between Arcane Boots and a mech, because that's the recipe for it. Yeah. I think I just wasted a bit of time. I think I teleported down to the bottom tower. Then I saw that I think Techies got into a fight near the river, and so I went over to the river to try and help, and he was basically dead by the time I got there. I have dust on me, but it's in the wrong slot, so I'm struggling to use it as quickly as I should be doing. I usually have the dust in slot 1, which means I can hit it very easily. I think I'm going to change that in this second. Yeah, that dust was far too slow there. We got the kill anyway, but it's kind of a waste of some gold. Yeah, I was probably chasing the Slark a bit too far there, but my bear has a basher and an entangle now, so I kind of felt comfortable doing it and backed off really quickly. He's coming in now from behind us, and my life is just really low. I'm probably going to die here. Yes, I'm going to die here, but hopefully the Slark will as well. We did get their gem. Or at least I think we will do. Looks like they are actually going to defend this successfully. But that's fine. I think that was 2 buybacks we got from them. And they didn't even get a team wipe. And I have both my javelin and my bolt of strength, so I think it's about 1,000 I need for my recipe. Yeah. That shouldn't be too hard to get. There's a shadow blade on the Bloodseeker by the looks of it. And there is blade mail on the slot. That'll make it slightly more difficult to kill him. And apparently Radiant's courier died, possibly to mines. Or maybe Darkseer was just in the area and found him. Yeah, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the other team were really going on and on and on about us to report Weaver, and so we just weren't having any of that, basically. Like, as far as I know, like, unless someone's deliberately throwing a game, it's not a valid reason to report them for just playing badly. Dota is an incredibly complicated game. Like, not everyone is going to be pro level. And, I mean, look at this. Just look at the deaths there. The Weaver... Okay, so the Weaver doesn't have any kills, but he also has relatively few deaths compared to Donatello and Michelangelo there. Like, I think the only person on that team actually doing anything is Michelangelo, and he still hasn't been doing a great deal. So, yeah, none of them really have the right to say, report someone for playing badly. You can disagree with how someone's playing, you can say that you think that they've got the wrong item build or the wrong skill build, and that's perfectly fine for you to say. That is your opinion. But you can't say that what they are doing is inherently wrong, or that they should be reported just for not playing exactly how you would play, or not playing as good as you would play. Even if you could play that well. I mean, most of the time I've noticed when people talk like that, they are not actually that great of a player as they think, and they're just kind of blaming other people for their own mistakes. So that is the end of the Lone Druid game. I know I didn't play him exceptionally well, but I got a fair number of assists with him, and even a kill, so it wasn't horrendous, I don't think. And as you can see by my gold, I did buy the recipe for my basher right at the end, but it was just slightly out of time, so it didn't register on the end screen. So, thank you very much for watching, I hope you enjoyed it. Until next time, don't feed the trolls.